Welcome back to Celtic Fans TV. It's time for the Starting 11 prediction show for Thursday's second leg in Stockholm against AIK. Like ourselves, AIK are fresh off a 3-1 victory on Sunday. They beat Östersund away from home. We obviously had the 3-1 victory over Hearts at Celtic Park, so we're looking in much better shape going into this leg than we were in the build-up to the first leg in Glasgow last week. Let's get straight to the team then. In goals, we're going to see a change. I think Fraser Forster, who played well at the weekend, I didn't really expect him to come in that early, but he did come in. He done alright, obviously saved the penalty. He was unlucky with the rebound. He can't play in this one because he wasn't registered in time for the first leg, so Craig Gordon is going to have to come back in, given that Scott Bain's still out. That gives Neil Lennon a bit of a dilemma. Obviously, we had Craig Gordon in for the first leg last week, then Fraser Forster at the weekend, back to Gordon in Stockholm, and then he's got a decision to make on Sunday at Ibrox, whether he goes with Forster or Gordon. We'll keep that one for the weekend, but it'll be Craig Gordon on Thursday for the second leg. Right back, I think El Ahmed is back training. He looks like he's ready to go, so I'm going to put him back in there. I think if he's fit and ready to go, Neil Lennon will choose him to play in the right back area. Once again, we're still crying out for a right back. I've been saying it week after week after week since we signed El Ahmed in the 24th of July, I think it was. We've only signed Foster on loan since then, despite the glaring issues in the squad. We've left it this late. We've got 7 days left now to solve a problem that we've had for months and months. Hatem's going to come in there if he's fit. We don't want to keep going with Ajer. We've seen him deputise out there really well, but we've got to get a right back in as quickly as possible. El Ahmed at right back. On the centre half, Ajer is going to come in one, I think, provided El Ahmed's fit. He'll play at centre half alongside Jullien beside him. Again, Jullien, I think, growing with every game, showing a great range of passing on Sunday against Hearts, so he'll get better as the games progress, and big tests for us defensively Thursday and Sunday. So Jullien and Ajer, the more they play together, the better. On the left back, Bolingoli, again, I thought he done okay on Sunday against Hearts. This is one where we're still, again, crying out for another left back, which we've known about for months now. The club knew that Arsenal were interested in Kieran Tierney. We haven't got... we brought Bolingoli in before Tierney left, but now we've only got him. We don't have any replacement. That it's like the rest of the areas in the squad where we're short on numbers. The backup is someone who isn't a natural in that position. If you take Ajer at right back, we've got Hayes who can deputise at left back, but again, that's out of position for him. So we need a left back in as soon as possible. We're linked with Greg Taylor. The Burger Melling stuff won't really go away, but again, we've got 7 days left now, and we've got to get somebody of adequate quality in there to push Bolingoli and to challenge him. But he'll play in this one. In midfield, Scott Brown, I think, again, not his best performance at the weekend against Hearts. This is a big week for him as well. Thursday, Sunday again, and he's got a massive point to prove at Ibrox after his showings there last season. So I expect him to start. I expect Neil Lennon to pick him alongside Callum McGregor, obviously, who again, brilliant at the weekend, scored a cracking goal. Absolutely wonderful strike outside the box into that bottom corner, as we've seen him do a couple of times already this season. So he'll be in there, and in front of him, Ryan Christie, who again, playing from the right hand side on Sunday. We touched on this in the post-match content. Probably not his best position, but he's got so much energy and he covers so much ground. I thought he was really good again, despite the fact he's playing out of position. But I think important for us to get him in that sort of 10 space and just let him do what he does, because he's been in such great form in that position. And I think that will be the case on Thursday and Sunday, where we really need to get the best out of Ryan Christie, because he can be a match winner for us. On the right hand side, James Forrest, another one who was kind of moved out of position to accommodate Ntcham starting on Sunday. I think he'll be back to the right hand side for this one. 5-5 before Sunday's game against Hearts. He did get the assist for the first goal for the left hand side, but I do think it restricts him a little bit. He'll be back to the right hand side for this one, I think. And on the left hand side, I'm going to go with Mikey Johnston. We've seen him come off the bench at the weekend, and as I say, Forrest was out there with Ntcham playing in the midfield. So I think Johnston will be out there. This again, a theme for this video, is a position where we probably need to strengthen, because if Scott Sinclair is out of contention now, as it looks like, I think having Johnston and Morgan is not enough depth at all. I hear some people saying more about Sved and guys like this. Obviously Forrest went there on Sunday, as I touched on. I think Sved is naturally a right winger. He likes to come in on his left foot, an inverted right winger if you like. Forrest is an out and out right winger. He becomes an inverted winger when he gets switched to the left hand side, so I don't think it's natural for either of the players to play from the left hand side, so that's why I think we need to get another one in there. But again, I don't know where that's at. I don't know if the club are going to be able to bring someone in with this short time left in the window. I expect it to be Johnston on Thursday, and up top it's going to be Odsonne Edouard. Rested on Sunday, and to everyone's surprise it was Bile that came in instead of Leigh Griffiths. I think Bile done alright. Edouard though, the top man, the number one in there, and we know these performances that he's putting in European games have been absolutely sublime. He brings a real high level, and so he's so important to the way the team plays, and he's a real spearhead of that attack. He's got so much to his game in terms of holding the ball up and running at defenders, and of course his goal scoring ability, which we've seen time and time again. I think getting a goal in this second leg should put the tie beyond doubt. Obviously we know it's going to be a slightly different game with AIK being at home behind their home crowd. I think we've seen enough last week to show that if we bring a good level to this game and we're able to get that away goal, then we should be fine going through to the group stage draw on Friday. That's the team I've went with. You know what to do. Like the video, comment your own teams below. Who do you think is going to play at right back? Do you think Ajer will come back in at centre half? What's going to happen out on the left hand side? And do you think Christie will move back into his natural position in the number 10? Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We're over 18,000 now, so we're closing in on 20. There was only 12 days between 17,000 and 18,000, so we've got real momentum now as we head towards 20,000. So don't forget to click subscribe below if you haven't already, and we'll see you on Thursday after the game for all the post-match content. Thank you.